1.
6.
Oof.
I feel like you do it every time.
Yeah, Joe's honorary fill out in there.
Joe takes the best notes.
Yeah, that's true.
We started in a fight with those constructs last time, and we had to monkey around with different pillars, solving puzzles. And it took us a while, but we got through the pillars. We found like a secret room where the constructs were being generated off of these platforms. And we picked up some kind of a cool wrist laser kind of an item.
Yeah.
Then we decided to take a nap, which might have been a bad idea because the timer was ticking down. So there was some timer that we, triggered on entering the cave. So it was at about a third remaining time, and we took the chute into the lower part. There was that hole in the ground labeled Faith with just darkness. And there ended up being some kind of a silence spell, maybe, or something that stopped us from seeing a certain distance. We ended up casting Featherfall at the last instant or something before we got crushed by the fall. So it was an area with a giant statue and a big hallway with art that told a story in these 9 paneled depictions or something, and we botched it. So I had 2 choices.
That was a 50-50 chance. He hasn't botched it. I could definitely follow your logic of reasoning, but it was like there's the oil of peace and oil of war, right? It was just 2 different potions.
It kind of came down to we didn't know if we want to offend the statue or appease the statue, and we went with offend.
Well, I thought I was doing the right thing, but I chose poorly.
You put on the oil of peace on the statue, and the statue came to life.
Yes.
And that's where you guys are currently at.
Yep.
I have a virtual tabletop up.
We're about to be very glad we took that short rest.
Yeah, probably.
The statue is of a lady. The front side that's kind of facing you is just a woman. Her eyes open in serene meditation. She's got this form-fitted slip over her. She has a big old staff in her hands. But on the opposite side, it's like 2 faces. On the opposite side, it's eyes closed, big smile, and there's just a little bit more sinister. It's the same kind of slip, but it's punctured with like a spiky mantle, and there's all sorts of divots and such, and it's a little bit more tattered. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay. 19.
No. Okay.
Man, you've got the table? I'm not able. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. It's like all at the bottom.
Quincy, what'd you get?
7.
7. All-Star?
9.
9. Big T?
15. And Barbolini at 7.
10. Nope. Yeah, Quincy. Okay, top of the round is Alan Greenspan. This thing has just come to life. It's got a big old staff in its hand.
I kind of want to bash it, and I kind of want to disengage and run for my life.
Okay. Which one you doing?
I'm going to disengage.
Alright.
So it costs my action to do that, and then I have regular movement?
Yes.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Nice. Alan Greenspan pieces out. Terrence.
Can I like insight check to see if this is like a sentient thing or is it just a construct?
You could do an insight check if you'd like.
Okay. Get what my insight bonus is. Insight. Okay, it's a 22.
You don't see any sort of face capable of communication or expression on this thing's face. It hasn't really taken any actions yet, but it doesn't really look like this thing was made to interface or communicate with anything, at least.
Alright. I'm gonna cast my comprehend languages or whatever the thing is and try to speak with it.
Okay. Oh, sorry, there was 2 other details that I forgot to mention. There is, so she's got a staff in one hand. It's like got a big weight on one end, and it's got like kind of like a little winged thing on the top. The other hand was like a Mega Man hand.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a cannon almost. Also, in this hallway to get to that little gallery, there was a large mechanism that looks like something that's like reliefed from the wall, like inset into the wall, and then there is a complex-looking hole inside of it, like a certain shape. Those are the other 2 things.
So where is that?
So
at?
Terrence cast comprehend languages and try to talk to it.
Yeah, I was. Please wait. We don't want to fight.
Okay. It just continues moving forward, from what you can tell. It hasn't acted yet, but
Alright, I'm just gonna keep pleading with it for this round, and that's my, I cast the spell, so that's my turn.
all right, Barbolina.
Oh god. Someone's gotta take a hit.
Can she ready an action if it gets hostile?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, she'll just ready Eldritch Blast.
If what?
If the thing makes a hostile move, makes an attack or something.
Okay. It is its turn. It moves. Straight towards Alan Greenspan. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It raises up the big old staff
No.
and bonks him twice.
Double bonk.
She gets her Eldritch Blast. Actually, somebody roll a d6 for me first.
2.
2? Okay. Nothing seems to happen. Bonk. That is on Alan. 25 to hit,
Oh, yeah.
and then 16 to hit.
No.
Alright. That's 30 slashing damage.
Oof. I'm going to use parry to shrink it by some.
Okay.
Alright, first
And then-
attack roll here is 7.
That's a hit.
Second roll is a 19.
That's a miss.
And next one is lower. So, damage is a 7.
7
No.
total.
Yeah, 7 force damage.
Okay. Pew pew. Next up is All-Star.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to... Let me see here, sorry.
He left his computer.
Okay.
What's she doing?
Okay, I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere. I'm going to...
Flaming Sphere.
Yes. I'm gonna do it right on the construct. So it's just gonna appear right on him. It's got a...
Okay.
Let's see how big it is. Sorry, 5-foot diameter sphere of fire. So just right on the fool in the middle, and
That's something you get to roll around, right?
I get to move it as a bonus action every turn. But for right now, it's just going to do 2d6 fire damage. Oh man.
Was there ever an episode of Pokemon with Magmar that you could like hear it say its name?
Or Magmar?
Yeah, because I just imagine it's like a Donald Duck sound.
That's going to be a dex save of 18.
As a matter of fact, it fails the dex save,
Okay.
but it doesn't seem like the fire has any effect on it whatsoever. As a matter of fact, it seems to be melting some of the iron, and the iron's kind of dripping and molting over any of the small scratches that were in it before it had animated, and those scratches have begun to heal up back to a nice metal sheen.
That's what the pictures they said that it likes fire but it doesn't like lightning.
Alright.
Alright, well that was a waste of a turn. Okay, I'm just going to hide in that alcove. I'm going to move up to the closest corner, actually. Could have moved to the left and then down, yeah.
Wait, are you going to cancel Flaming Spear?
So it's not that it's not doing much damage, it's doing no damage.
It's doing no damage.
Yeah, I'll cancel it.
Bye, Magmar.
Smell you later.
Quincy.
Okay. I'm going to run up and transform.
Going man beast.
Yarp.
Man beast. Sovereign of the moon. Lover of women. Hunter of elk.
Beast.
Do you have enough movement to get up to it?
No.
Okay.
I only got like halfway up.
Okie dokie. Alan Greenspan, you're up in its schnizzle.
This time I will bash it.
Alright.
So this is the, what do we call it? Thrash Shard.
Okay.
And all the rolls are bad. The highest one is 19, and I think you said that misses.
Yep, that misses.
3 misses.
Oof. Okay. You managed to hit it, but it just, every time you hit it, you don't seem to do any damage. Just boom, boom, boom. Terrence.
Alright.
We short rested after the fight last time?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we got a good short rest.
Alright, I gotta move within 60 feet of him.
So
And,
if you just move up, yeah, one little corner, you'll be fine.
alright. And, let's see. It's a ranged spell attack. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost.
Okay. 26 hits.
Okay. So that's 13 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay. Pew! You do a little pew. You can see frost around its legs, just making its joints all stiff. Anything else?
No, that's not the effect. I'm sorry. It's shoot. Just run with it. I was thinking of the wrong one. It's fine.
Okay. That's Barbalina.
Yeah. She'll just run her 3 attacks. At 26.
Hit.
24.
Hit.
And miss. To show.
Woof.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I also forgot to add Terrence's bonus, so that would be 17, not 13.
Okay.
So Barbalina's attack then is going to be 24 force damage.
24 force. Alright. You guys are blasting away as it's slowly making its way down the hallway. Golem's turn. Will somebody roll a d6 for me, please?
Yeah. 5.
5?
Yep.
Nothing happens. However, I do need... Let's see. I don't think that hits. It is going to still move. No, it's going to stay where it is. Alan, I need you to roll a saving throw for me. Would you roll a Constitution saving throw for me?
Yeah. 17.
17. The little canister that it has in its hand, it just throws up a little cannon, and then you just see this green mist just.
Is it poison?
Yes, it's poison.
Dun, 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 dun,
And
dun.
you're immune to poison. Well, damn it! There goes my 10d8.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
Wow.
Okay, it sprays you, and you just. Feels good to be a gangster. Well played, Al.
Like
I've
this-
been wearing that for a solid year plus. So.
All right, it's gonna be Ballstar's turns next.
Okay. Nemo, my Malfeef, Okay. I'm gonna hit him with the fairy fire. It's gonna be a
Okay.
dexterity save.
Dexterity. Oh, failure.
Okay, so he's got advantage on whoever hits him.
Cool. On melee and ranged rolls, I assume.
Yeah, I'm gonna whip a magic stone. Natural 20.
Nice.
And I rolled a 1. That's going to be 10 damage.
Hey, that's still not bad for a bonus action.
I'll take it.
There's the little stone just gets like a little like sonic boost, like sonic boom in it. You can see a little, and it hits it square in the head. Just boom. There's a big indent in the very center of its forehead. Quincy.
Okay. I'm going to just run up right over here, and I'm going to use my Wand of Shatter.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
So he's got to make a Constitution saving throw, and if he's made of metal, he has disadvantage.
He is all metal, so he does have disadvantage, and that's a 2, so it's a fail.
Yay. He takes 3d8 thunder damage.
Thunder?
Yeah. Yes.
Thunder.
That's bad. 9.
Alrighty. There's a resounding, thunderous explosion at the end of the hallway. You can hear it still ringing inside. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. We'll take it to the top. Alan.
I will swing again. And I have advantage this time?
Advantage on all hits.
Okay. The first one is 28.
Hit.
Second one is 17 and misses. And the third one is a crit.
Nice.
So, fourth one?
Oh yeah, 4th attack is you crit.
Oh, yeah. So I'll just roll the fourth one. 21.
Nice.
Very nice. That is a hit.
Okay, I will add this up and let you know.
It's gonna be a lot, huh? Terrence.
Alright, Terrence, Team Money, Storm Sphere.
Ew. What does Storm Sphere do?
20-foot radius sphere of whirling air. Springs into existence centered on a point you choose within 150 feet. The sphere remains for the spell's duration, which is 1 minute. Each creature in the sphere, when it appears, or that ends its turn there, must succeed on a strength saving throw or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your turns to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from the sphere towards a creature within 60 feet of the storm.
That's a badass spell. So where are you centering the Storm Sphere?
I can spell carve. I'm just trying to think of how that would work. Can I maintain it kind of carved around Alan Greenspan, or would he have to save on his turn?
I mean, I think that's only for burst attacks. For like things, what is that called? It's the Spell Shaper.
Yes.
It is an evocation spell. So.
Yeah, I would think it's only for the first attack. Sculpt spells. When you cast an evocation spell that affects other creatures, you can choose a number of them equal to 1 plus the spell's level. Chosen creatures automatically succeed on saving throws against the spell. They take no damage if they would normally take half.
Yeah, I think that's just for the initial, like, explosion. I think you can't keep it around them if they're inside, like, the radius, if it's something that's going to stick around.
Okay, so then I'll end that radius before Alan Greenspan.
Okay, so what's it, 5, 10, 15, 20? There?
Yeah, this one.
Or I guess you could go here, too. So it would have
Yeah.
stuff. Super cool. Blinding speeds. What does it need to roll?
Strength saving throw.
Strength?
Plus.
Yeah, it succeeds.
Okay. Then it will just take the lightning bolt attack. It's a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
That's a 16.
16's a miss.
I
Yeah, lightning bolt, like, arcs on the wall next to it.
I dealt 53. Is it bludgeoning damage with the?
Yeah. Damn. Jesus Christ.
That's with 2 hits and the crit.
Well, the crit just gave me the 4th attack. I missed on the 2nd attack.
Right, but you still get crit damage from it.
Did you not double the dice for that crit?
Maybe not. Well, if I double the dice, it would be 8 more.
8 more? Okay. That's still good. So, all in all, 131 damage has been done to this thing.
Terrence will also yell at Quincy. Quincy, go block its path. Keep it in the storm.
Okay.
Quincy, you look at this 15-foot tall, like, giant statue made of like pure iron. I guess I'll try.
Does your buffalo form sound like Ray Romano?
Yeah.
Dapper!
Robert.
Wait, is your buffalo buffalo size? Is he large size or is he medium still?
I don't think so. I think he maintains the same size.
Okay. Okie dokie. That's gonna take us to Barb. Way to go, Barb. Come on, Barb.
Barb.
Come on,
I've
Barb.
been watching a lot of
Hey,
Trailer
hey,
Park
Barb.
Boys.
Why don't you go kill that big old statue down there?
Okay, first is a miss.
Come on, Jim.
Second is a 26. Third is a 17.
Only one hit.
Okay. Uh, 9 force damage.
9. Alrighty. Pew! It'll take us to Das Golem. Will somebody roll a d6 for me, please?
Yeah. 2 again.
2 again? Nothing happens. The Iron Golem starts its turn in the Storm Sphere, so something happens. It has to roll a Dexterity saving throw or a Strength saving throw.
Strength.
Strength?
Yeah.
It's a 17, so it fails. But after that, it's going to attempt to move.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. So it's out of the Storm Sphere.
Does it have 30 feet of movement speed?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Even with the minus 10, it's still able to get to where.
Oh, but no,
there.
minus 10, yes! No, it can't. Well, it's difficult.
This is so. Oh, nice. So then it can't. So let's see. It would have to go 5, 10. So it'd be 15, but with the minus 10, it's also difficult to read. God damn it. 5, 10, 15, 20. So with the minus 10, that's as far as it can go, and it's still 1 square in the Storm Sphere.
Hell yeah. Okay, it's gonna take 7 damage from being in the storm.
7 damage! And it's just bludgeoning damage, right?
Bludgeoning.
Unfortunately, you see rocks, like bricks, are beginning to come loose from the stone walls and the ceiling and the floor, and just swirling around the cyclone. And you can see it's just bonking against this thing, but it's having no effect.
Yeah, great.
Okay, it's gonna do a bonkin. 1 a bonkin on Alan and 1 a bonkin on the werebuffalo. That's 23 on Alan.
Oh yeah.
Habonkin.
And a 17 on the werebuffalo.
Miss.
Miss. Oh, I also need somebody to roll another d6 for me. For the poison breath.
4.
4? Okay. Does not recharge. Okay, so that's just 1 hit on Alan. Alan closes his eyes and winces as he knows the hurt's coming. Oh damn. $35.
Oof. I will parry again.
Big old bonkin. It's gonna bring us to Ballstar.
Okay. I slip on the glove of pew pew pew, and I'm gonna shoot a shot at the guy.
Okay. It was a 30-foot line.
Cool. I'll move up. I'll move up 10 feet, so I'm not gonna blast the buffalo.
Okay. So it needs to roll a dexterity saving throw
Buffalo blast.
against your spell DC.
Okay. It's 18.
Okay, it rolled a 16, which means it got a 14.
Damn, nice.
It's got a -2 dex. And it's 5d6 damage, right?
I wrote down 66. I can do 5.
Let me double check. 5d6 force damage, I think.
Okay, cool. That's going to be. Do I add my spell casting to the damage or no?
No, it's just
No.
pure dice.
Okay, that's 16 force damage.
Nice.
And then I'll go back 10 feet and hide again.
Alright. Got a sweet little Iron Man blaster. That'll bring us to Quincy.
Okay. I'm gonna use the Wand of Shatter again, and I'm gonna use all its charges.
Wow.
So it's gonna make another Constitution saving throw.
Constitution?
Disadvantage.
Alright. Disadvantage? Why? Oh, because it's metal.
Shatter, yeah.
Woof. Yeah. With disadvantage, that's 12.
Noise. Okay, so 6 charges. So what's that? Seventh level. So that's 3. Okay, I'm just gonna roll this in here. It's 41 thunder damage.
Damn, son.
And then I gotta roll d20 because I used all the charges. Okay, we're good. The wand
All right.
remains.
That's 197 damage to this thing.
Good lord.
Top of the round, Alan Greenspan.
Oh, and then I'm gonna move up in front of him.
Try to block it.
Yeah.
Is the fairy fire still on it?
Yep.
Okie doke. I will attack it again. 25, 27, and 19.
Hit, miss.
Okay. I will get back at ya.
Alright. Actually, just calculate it up.
Okay. $43.
43? How do you want to do this?
I want to take a baseball swing at its kneecap and just cause it to pitch out to one side, yeah.
Bonk, bonk! You get the final one right at the kneecap, and that knee collapses and breaks under the strain. It falls against one wall. It tries to, like, prop itself up. And you just... with the giant, huge dragon tooth. And just until the head is completely concaved in and it stops moving. Congratulations with those last few hits. With that iron golem, with one iron golem, 2 dragons, an ifrit, not to mention like all of the other things you guys have leveled up to level 13, I assume, right?
Yep.
Shoot.
Sweet.
So take a little bit of time, level up your stuff.
That's a proficiency bonus up.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So basically, your attacks, every skill and saving throw that you're proficient in will go up by 1. Also, oh shoot.
How do I know what I'm proficient in?
All the black things next to skills and saving throws.
So add
the
1 to
filled in.
everything that's black?
Yeah.
Alright.
Also your attacks.
But not damage.
Not damage. We just leveled up.
What's up?
We just leveled up.
What happened?
Talon killed it.
Oh,
We
jeez.
beat the golem.
That's level 7 spells for me, baby, right?
Yep.
Nothing else, right? Just a hit dice?
Yeah. Oh, and you roll health, obviously.
Alright. So my proficiency bonus is up to +5 now?
Okay. Do I get a higher proficiency bonus?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Everybody's is 5 now.
Hell yeah.
Terrence, you get any spells or anything?
I'm fighter level 1, so that means I'm wizard 12. But I get a ability score improvement, so that's pretty big.
You could also get a feat if you'd like as well.
Alright.
Anytime you get a ability score, you can also get a feat.
Ability score is you can add any 2 points to your stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, or +1 to 2 different stats.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take tough.
Toughness.
Yeah.
Does that work
So that's a whole bunch of hit points for you, right?
Yeah.
that works retroactively, right?
Yeah.
Previous
Yeah.
levels? That's a crazy feat.
Is it plus how many? It's your Constitution bonus, +2.
+2 to every level. For every level, yeah.
That's pretty great.
And I'm a hill dwarf, so I also automatically get 1 per every level.
Mm.
Mm.
I'm at 95 hit points.
Actually,
I'm a
yeah.
beefy druid.
I think I'm just gonna do wisdom.
Has anybody broken 100 yet?
100 hit points? Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Both of
did.
you guys?
We both did last level, I think.
Yeah, I'm
boy.
at 105 right now. So what, I do a D10 +2 for the tough feat?
Plus your constitution.
Okay. Thank goodness.
I can get my eyes back.
How?
7th level spell, regenerate. Can regrow severed body parts.
Now my attacks get stronger.
Now I'm over here. Now I'm over here.
Yeah, my melee hits now do 1d8 radiant damage.
Oh, wow.
An extra 1d8 radiant damage.
All of your melee attacks, dude?
Yeah.
It's the cleric thing or what?
Yep. Yeah. All clerics get it at level 8.
Holy punch.
Still don't have 5th level spells though.
How many fighter levels did you take?
5.
5 fire levels? Damn.
Yeah.
So I found out, always thought evasion was a reaction, the rogue ability. It's not a reaction, it just works.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
evasion does. But they also get another ability called Uncanny Dodge that is a reaction.
Right. You
That they
could
half
use,
damage on pretty much everything.
you could use them together. It's pretty bananas.
Yep.
Are you thinking about taking a level in Rogue?
No, Michael and I play with another group of friends, and I do a mostly rogue build, and I rolled horrible for my hit points, and I never die. It's like rogues are amazing.
They're so good. They were always the first to die in like earlier editions when I first started playing like 3.5.
Mhm.
But man, they are just ridiculous in this one.
Yeah,
Just even the ability to do the hide, disengage, or dash as a bonus action on your turn is so fucking good.
yeah, it's pretty wild.
Sneak attack is crazy too.
Yeah. Even with Dave, who is specifically not the sneak attack rogue.
Right.
He's just the rogue that can he's the one that digs in his pockets and throws things.
Yeah.
He still does tons of fucking damage.
Yeah, one of the new rogue builds they'd have, it's like the Inquisitive Rogue. It's the subclass I picked.
Ooh.
As a bonus action, you can make an insight check against their deception, and if you win, you just have sneak attack for a minute.
For a minute?
You don't have, yeah, regardless of how they are. You don't need anyone flanking them, you don't need advantage, you just have sneak attack until you hit them.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is that a wizard's is that an official D&D thing?
Yeah, it's the new Something's Guide to Everything. So it's like, it's not Unearthed Arcana, it's like official D&D.
Did you guys ever take a look at the Artificer in the Unearthed Arcana?
That's kind of what I'm multi-classing as with that rogue.
Really?
Yeah.
They can do some cool stuff too.
There's so many different ones. Like, if you compared like the one from 2017 to the newest one, they're like a totally different class.
I don't think I've seen the newest one. Huh.
It's much more like you're a merchant and you sell and make magical items. Where I wanted it to be more of like an alchemist kind of a thing with the one I chose.
like a combat thing.
Mm-hmm.
There also Matthew Mercer. I don't know if it's official, but he's made a gunslinger build. It's pretty much official. Like he's keeps balancing it and patching it or whatever. But apparently the gunslinger is supposed to be really fucking cool. Because you end up having the hit points and stability of a fighter.
Right.
You just do that much damage at range.
Right.
Pretty crazy.
You do headshots and limb shots and called shots and cool stuff.
Yeah, those called shots are really cool.
Yeah. You all leveled up?
We are good.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm good.
So you gotta, Jack, you gotta roll your HP gain, and you choose your stats or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Yeah, unless you get anything new from your class.
Right. Okay. And it's your con is the bonus to
Your
HP
hit dice roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you guys have the Iron Golem has gone inert in the very small hallway. What do you guys do?
So you mentioned there was something in the wall that invited inserting something?
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Pretty much right near where the golem fell.
And the golem's body is still there?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I want to examine the hole in the wall and the thing's arm. Do they seem connected?
Yeah, roll a investigation check.
18.
Seeing the golem's like cannon arm, you can see that there's like some sort of complex machinery inside of that as well. And with that, it's definitely a lock and key kind of thing.
You pick that up, Quincy? It's probably big.
It's about 6 feet of pure iron.
I think me and Alan will have to lift it together.
I start trying to lift it.
Roll a strength check.
Six.
Sorry, bud. No.
Something rips, and I look, and I'm not wearing pants. And I'm wondering what just happened.
Wait, you were wearing pants and you try to lift it and then your pants are just gone?
No, I don't have pants. I think I have like a loincloth. So something ripped,
Yeah.
and I have absolutely no idea what ripped.
I thought you were saying your pants ripped so bad they just ceased to exist.
Out of existence.
So, does it look like we need to somehow extract the key from within the arm?
It looks like it, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try and grip something and pull from within the arm.
Okay, roll a strength check.
I'm gonna back away.
Okay.
20.
20? Cool. You try to pull with all your might, and then you just kind of like wrench it one way and wrench it another. And you don't need to pull because it seems to be spring loaded as it just comes like barreling out of it. It doesn't hit anybody, but
So is it...
it's a long like rod. It's all like squared off, but like the rod itself is maybe 4 feet long, and then along like each couple inches there is a series of squares in a circle that have a very particular arrangement to them.
Okay. Now, is it still connected to the golem, or did it fire out a projectile kind of thing?
Still connected.
Ah, crap. Well, I could enlarge. We could try and maneuver the thing into the keyhole. Ah. Can you not speak?
Dabra. No, I can. I only have a minute left on this strength, so let's do it.
Alright, I
Okay.
will enlarge, and we'll try and double team this arm into the keyhole.
Okay, both of you roll strength checks.
24.
That was with advantage because your size.
No, but I doubt I'll do better. 24.
I got a 21.
Both of you managed to lift it up, like drag the golem a little bit, and then into the keyhole. You guys kind of turn the hand awkwardly detached, You hear some of the iron straining. But you hear a click inside. And then the constant ticking noise that you've heard has stopped.
Oh, sick.
Nice.
Ball starts doing like pep squad dances.
What do you guys do now?
Well, we might want to inspect the hallway where all the paintings were and everything, but then maybe we just want to go back to surface level, see if the wall has changed.
So nothing in this room has changed. We just heard the ticking stop.
Not that you've seen, nothing has changed. The ticking has just stopped.
Okay. I'm gonna check for secret doors.
Check for secret doors then. Roll an investigation if you're going to feel around. Roll for perception if you're going to look around.
Gonna look around with the 21.
You kind of feel around all, like, behind all the paintings and, like, behind the altar, trying to search for anything. You don't find anything.
Okay.
So did the keyhole, was that a door?
Nope, just a big old keyhole.
Okay.
Mechanism.
And the ticking stops just as they turn the key?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Okay.
I want to just walk through the hallway with all the paintings again and just look around.
Okay, roll perception.
13.
You don't seem to find anything out of the ordinary or anything that has changed.
How did we get in this room again? Did we climb down?
You pretty much jumped down.
That's right.
It was only like a 40-foot drop.
That's right. Are we able to see the hole in the ceiling that we came from?
You can see a hole in the ceiling, but it's just blackness.
Yeah.
Well, is Trud around?
Trud's around. I always forget about Trud. Yeah, he's here. I keep fucking forgetting about him.
I think we all do.
Can we? He doesn't know how to tie a rope to something.
Yeah, he's currently medium-sized as well.
I could ride him up, tie it up.
Yeah.
Pretty easily. You jump on Trud. He through the blackness. You silent spell in the darkness. But you break through it. Find a stalactite. You can tie a rope and let it down. Everybody climbs up at their own pace. Once you get into the main chamber, where this all started, there is there's more writing on that glyph that you initially touched that started all of this. In a writing that you don't understand, but although
I can understand it. If I touch
you
it.
touch it, is that what it is?
Yeah, I have to touch it.
Okay. So you don't understand what it says now. You haven't touched it yet. Everybody kind of climbs back up.
I'm going to try to read it. You guys want to stand back in case it explodes?
Yeah, sure. I'll
I touch
stand
it.
back.
You touch it. You go up and you touch it. As soon as you touch it, you get just a couple fractions of a second to read the one sentence that's there, because in on this stone cave, this wall, it says access to the trials have been granted. Touch to start. You touch it and then boom, another clock,
Oh, shit.
and you see it a little bit slower this time. But the wall down.
Alright, onward. I took 65 damage.
Holy hell.
How's everybody else doing?
I'm fine.
I'm like probably a little above half.
just keep going for now.
Do you have charges on the heal wand?
I have 5 charges.
Okay. I can do the cure ones.
You want me to dole out some?
How does the wand work?
I have 5 spells I can give for the day. Alright, so you each want one or two? I think.
I'll do one.
Okay.
You can
Nice.
take 13 from me, Joe.
That's 13 from me. Michael, you want one?
Sure.
2 good rolls, you get 12.
Alright.
Okay, so the big door raises. Is it like a hallway?
It is. It's a hallway that goes about 10 feet and then turns very sharply at a right angle to the right. It's not particularly well lit. It's kind of the same as it was down or up above. It's dim light. There seems to be traces in like kind of the dull white stone of the cavern. There's traces of blue, of veins running through that are just kind of naturally luminescent.
So we did like a preliminary trial to open up the main trial. Is that what I'm gathering here?
It just said the trial is starting.
Well, what was the first thing that we activated?
It's the faith, right?
The floor said faith.
Oh.
The ceiling said guile.
Hmm.
So we touched a different glyph to activate this trial,
It was the same.
but a different door opened.
Yeah, a different door opened. It said access to the access to the trials have been proven. Is that what I said? I don't remember what I said. It kept changing. It was very strange.
I think we beat the tutorial, and this is the real one.
Okay. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I'll advance and look around the corner.
All right. Alan Greensway moves ahead of the group, goes down, peek to the right. It just kind of continues for a little while. It looks like in the dim light beyond kind of your sight, you can see a little bit of something, maybe 30 feet ahead. But it's hard for you to see with your non-special eyes.
Yeah, I can't really see. What do you guys see?
Mine are just as good as yours.
I'm gonna cast light on my shield.
Okay. The light goes out. It looks like the hallway continues down for another 30 feet and then takes a left. However, there's a little alcove before it takes a left, and set into the alcove is like this 6-foot statue of this kind of menacing looking like mouth, like protruding from the wall, mouth completely open, tongue lolled out.
I think we should inspect the statue.
It's coming out of the wall, you said?
Hello.
What kind of roll is check for traps?
Investigation or perception?
Alright. Can I perception it?
Yeah, sure. You approach it.
11.
Okay. You go up to down the corridor, and like again, the corridor goes to the east for a little while, and you can see it's a right angle to the north, so to your left. Leads into another larger chamber. This is just a small alcove. It's just this kind of malicious looking, like pointed teeth, like mouth open and agape. It's open pretty wide, and it's just like this. It's like a skull almost that's like built into the alcove, mouth open, and it just kind of descends into darkness.
Is it like a closed off statue, or is the throat open and going somewhere?
It's hard to tell because once it kind of gets beyond the, um, once it gets beyond like the teeth and like the back of the mouth, it just kind of is just completely black.
Hey, can you shine the shield this way?
Shine it.
You shine the shield in, it still stays completely black.
Whoa.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic on it. You get a small hint of illusion magic.
Okay. Nothing else in the area.
No, to the left, looks like the hallway continues for like 15 feet and opens to a larger chamber.
Okay. Are there any rocks around?
No, oddly enough. It looks like all of the floors here are like dirtless. There's no rubble or anything.
Terrence
What about magic
stands in the
stone?
lump of coal.
Alright.
What's
Is it-
on it?
Is it small enough to like fit inside the teeth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Its mouth is a gape. Like it's
Oh, okay.
the statue. It's like the whole head's about 6 feet tall. Big.
I'm just gonna toss the lump of coal inside the mouth.
You toss a lump of coal inside the mouth. Kind of disappears in the blackness. You don't hear anything.
Hmm.
What about relay?
Yeah. Terrence will sit down, crisscross applesauce, and go into relay spy cam mode.
Okay. Relay comes out of the pocket, looks up at you guys, waves.
Hi.
You tell him to go into the mouth. He like takes a couple steps, looks back.
Poor relay.
Hunkers down, like looks and takes the first couple steps over the tongue into the mouth, looking around. Takes a couple more steps. Finally, he just in spy cam mode. You notice that there is a kind of a small room here that looks rather inviting. It's a whole bunch of junk kind of scattered around. There is a currently burning white fireplace done in like the porous white stone, and a kind of a series of objects around the room. You see that there is there's a weapon rack, there's a desk with several items, and some things that are just kind of either not scattered along the floor, but there's like in the corner there's a couple objects. There's like a rug, but from his tiny perspective, it's hard to tell exactly what's on the desk or on the weapon rack.
Huh.
Alright, I'll come out of spy cam mode, and it appears to be a comfortable little room, well furnished. There's a desk and a fireplace.
Does anyone want to go check it out, or should we keep moving?
I think we should check it out.
Is relay able to come back?
If he tells him to come back, he comes back through the darkness, out of the mouth.
Sure. Yeah, let's check it out.
I'm gonna wait in the hallway.
Alright, I'll go in.
Everybody except for Alan ducks into the room. On the weapon rack, there's a series of weapons. There's a long sword, a battle axe, a dagger, and a pike. On the desk, there is some sort of leather-bound book. There's an inkwell. There's a cube of a strange red metal. And there is a red orb that's glowing very faintly, just kind of sitting. It's maybe about the size of a softball. On the floor, there's a rug that the desk is sitting on. It looks like it has a crescent on it. And in the corner there is a open sack full of like some sort of like cloth.
I'm gonna just walk around the room with detect magic up. Does anything start glowing?
The red orb gets a little bit of magic, although it's not able to pinpoint exactly what school of magic.
Hmm.
Terrence, can Terrence check out the book?
Sure, you open it up, it's blank.
Is the red orb sitting on anything?
No, it's just kind of sitting on the table. It's propped up next to the book.
Terrence will pick up the orb.
Okay, you pick up that orb. It's lighter than you thought. It doesn't really give off a lot of light or anything. It's very, very dim. But
Is it transparent? Or is it...
no, it's not. It's like you could maybe see light through the fireplace through it, but there's like a little core of just like red light coming from it. Tactilely, it feels like it's glass or stone. Like it's very smooth, although it's not particularly heavy.
It's a Candle Knight's ball.
Can Terrence see if there's any kind of like a magical ink situation going on? Like touch the orb to the book and see if the light from the book reveals any like hidden anything?
Yeah. Sure. You kind of cast the light from the orb over the book. You flip through all the pages. Nothing seems to happen.
Okay. Can I try and identify it with an arcana?
Yeah, sure.
19.
With an arcana, all you really get is that this is a small bit of glass and stone that has been enchanted to emit a red glow.
Alright. Is there anything else around the room? And do I
Just
hang
the
on?
other objects. There's the sack with some cloth in it. There's the rug everything is sitting on. There's the weapon rack with longsword, battle axe, dagger, and a pike. That's really it.
Okay. Can I just examine those things, see if they're like valuable anyway?
All of them look pretty mundane, to be honest.
Okay.
All the weapons seem to be just like basic make. Although old, they kind of look blunt, as a matter of fact.
Like used, worn?
No, like made and never sharpened.
Alright. What's in the bag?
You kind of sift through the bag. It's a whole bunch of some cloth. You find some clothes, like there's a shirt, there's some pants, there seems to be some like long johns, there's like an old like coat. Although it seems to be all put together kind of haphazardly. All the clothes just don't, like some of the sleeves are longer than the others, the buttons are mis-sewn, like they're not in complete straight lines.
I'm gonna look around for secret doors.
Go for it.
Natural 20, so 30 perception.
You don't find any secret doors, unfortunately. You go around, even the places that you think would definitely be secret doors, you like underside of the fireplace, you put your hand up, you have nothing.
Damn it. Really thought there'd be a secret door.
I'm gonna leave and check on Alan.
Okay, you come back out. Alan's just chilling. Alan, are you doing anything while they're in the room?
Nah, just keeping an eye on the mouth.
Okay, keeping an eye on the mouth. Nothing. This happened. There's no wind or anything here, so it's just very still, very silent. The only thing that you can kind of sort of hear is just this monotonous, like,
attack.
ticking.
Alright, Terrence will mage hand, pick up the glass orb, and pass it through the mouth out into the hallway again.
Okay.
Look out!
Yeah, you see a red orb come through the mouth.
I seriously consider drawing the thresh shard.
Do you?
No.
Okay.
Alright, if nothing happens, I'll just walk back out.
Okay. Terrence is out. What about the other two?
I'll take the book.
Okay. You take the book.
Yeah.
You just walk out of the mouth.
Yeah.
So there's a path that leads north, right?
Yeah, to the north, just about 15 feet. It looks like it opens up into a larger chamber.
Were there any other intersections we missed?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Proceed?
Let's proceed.
Proceed. This larger space, this is about, it's circular on one side, so it's like a half circle to the north, is just dominated, it's just all the same walls, but all of the only other thing of note in this like chamber is a large statue. Where's the statue? It's a woman in a sheer dress. She has a long blue crystal fragment hanging around her neck, in stone. It's not real crystal. Where her eyes should be, a crescent moon arcs from her head in a vertical halo. So like that. Arms out. One is closed. The other one open.
Is she big like the one in the basement?
Yeah, she is. She's about 10 feet tall.
Does she
So we
have...
walk into a big room and there's a big statue.
Yep.
Does she...
It does look like there's a little bit of writing on the pedestal that she is set on.
I touched that joint.
You touched the statue?
I touched the text.
Oh, you touched the text? Okay. No. The text you read says, oh no, don't freeze on me. It says, removing 13 letters from the word below shall help in the direction that you shall go. Written below that is the word Rowlet Texris Ginshinariat.
Oh, God.
I'll put it in the group, mate.
Yeah.
About to say thanks.
Good God.
This is some of your book learning, Terrence. This place isn't for me.
Using all these big book words. I don't know what's going on here.
Come on, Julian. Using all these big words. Can't understand.
These smart words.
Rowlet Texris Hittetnariat.
Take a spin. Ooh, holy shit, my stomach finally feels better.
Nice.
Good.
It's been about 4 hours of soul-crushing gas.
Oh, that sucks.
Removing 13 letters.
Oh, boy.
Relitex Ritkitinariat.
So it says scramble.
So it's just delete 13.
Yeah, so we're not supposed to like rearrange. Just
No.
delete letters. 13. How many letters are there total?
How do we know it's still not a scramble? It calls it a scramble.
that's why I didn't initially say scramble.
Okay.
There's 22
In the
letters.
text it says scramble, but it's not really a
It doesn't
scramble.
mean scramble.
It's just
Okay.
Hey, I still have detect magic up because it lasts 10 minutes. Can I just walk around the room, like the walls and stuff? See if
Yeah,
there's any,
sure.
illusions
roll
or anything?
roll investigation and perception.
Okay. 28 perception.
You feel around the northwest and east parts of this semicircular room. There are, as you feel around, there's definite cracks in the stone that would make it seem that there are some sort of portcullis or something that the stone would move, but you're not really sure how you would activate it.
Okay.
I'm looking at this edible Pokemon chart, and does anybody else feel really weird about eating a Staryu?
A starfish?
Or Mr. Mime.
I feel
Why
like
would you? Just eating a starfish sounds like gummy and stringy at the same time.
for some
Not to
reason.
mention, there's a giant fucking gem in the middle.
Well, it's pretty low on the list, isn't it?
It's a goo gem.
It says would taste okay.
Starfish? I don't know. I imagine starfish just tasting like coral. I know it doesn't.
Also, cloister. I think I would just be a little weird eating a cloister because it's just a little bit too much like a vagina.
All the birds would be
That horn over its head.
Come on, you never had an oyster?
Oh yeah.
Also, I don't think I think a rata would be a much better dish than a rattata. He's a chunky boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, how are you gonna put the fucking like crab up there on Would Taste Delicious, but a Magikarp isn't on Would Taste Delicious?
Well, carp is nasty.
Is Kirby?
Yeah, but he turns into a giant muscly dragon. There's got to be some sort of like deliciousness hidden in there.
Some meat on them bones.
I think a Chansey would be like divine.
Chansey would be
Yeah.
so
Better
good.
than bacon.
You wouldn't even need to like cook it. You just like slice it like a hard boiled egg.
Oh,
And still stay alive.
hard boiled egg meets a flan.
Chansey would be at the top of my list. Snorlax would just be like Angus.
Yeah.
Snorlax would be like, yeah, it's just a big ass. What's that really
Moltres-
marbled steak?
Moltres would be a spicy bird, right?
Yes.
That'd be a spicy bird.
I'm thinking like the Executor, like it's just a tree, and then you get to its face, and like what are you gonna find in there?
Just like cartilage.
Not delicious at all. Anyway,
So, if you remove 13 letters, there's 9 remaining. So I was originally thinking north or south, east or west, that's 9 letters. But none of those work.
Oh, like directional
So I
letters?
think it might be like left, right, 'cause there's a lot of L's and R's and T's and GH's.
but don't they have to be kind of in order after the 13 are removed? Like the letters are still remaining the same.
Yeah, so as I understand it.
So I don't see left. I see LE and then a T without an F.
Yeah, there's no F's actually.
Right. And there's a GHT in there, but there's no I before it.
Yeah.
So I don't see any left or right.
Yeah, you're right. Oh wait. Her hands are open and closed, so maybe that has something to do with it.
There's no O. Let the vowels guide
Could
you.
be like extended or something. EX.
Yeah.
EXT.
No D.
Could be exit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's say there's exit. In that case, you're getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 letters before that. So you're left with 3 to get rid of. Exit.
Retreat is in there. Retreat is 9. No, never mind. 7. Never mind.
I led you wrong. It is a scramble.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry. It made things a lot harder.
It does make things a lot harder.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not just a scramble. You gotta remove letters, so there's useless letters.
So there's no way to know which letters are useless and which letters are good.
Alright, well, we can count
What are the number of digits?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So it has to, whatever the message is, it's 9 letters that are contained within that jumble.
Okay.
Or do you think it means like individual characters, remove 13 characters, or remove 13 letters? Like if you're gonna take a G, all the G's go.
I don't know. I think it's just individual letters.
Like characters, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be because there's 5 keys.
Relax.
2.
There's, alright, well, as far as vowels, there's 1 I, 2 A's,
4 E's.
4 E's, and that's it.
There's 3 R's. You said 5 T's.
Yeah.
One L.
One G, 1 H, 1 X,
1 N. Okay, exit right is 9 letters. That would take out 13 letters.
Yeah.
And all the letters are there for it. Nope, there's only 1 I.
Oh, shoot.
So that's what we have to work with. This is the worst Scrabble.
Can you
Yeah.
can you describe the statue again, John?
Sure.
Shark exit.
It is a. It's a 10-foot statue, a woman in a sheer dress, a lot like the iron golem that you saw, the one that the front that was facing you, not the one that was behind that one. A long blue crystal fragment hanging around her neck, where her eyes should be. Crescent moon. A crescent moon arcs from her head into a vertical halo. Arms out, one closed and pointing, the other one hand out.
Tight exit. Nope, one eye.
Yeah, girl, you got that tight exit.
Hey, didn't we see that moon shape on the rug in the mouth room?
So the what?
Didn't we see the moon crescent shape on the rug in the mouth room?
Did we?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, there was a moon somewhere.
There was a moon in the crescent shape on the rug in the room. Also, the pendants that the robots were using that you had to plug into the columns were also crescent moons.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Croissant.
Tree exit.
Those are all in there.
I'm gonna go back in that room. Take a more detailed look at the carpet. Is there any kind of thing
It's
that I
it's
missed?
not any more detailed than that.
Okay.
There's no sort of writing. It's literally just like a round rug that's black with a crescent moon in it.
Does it really tie the
Actually-
room together?
Mike, as you look at the rug and come back out and look at the statue, roll a religion check for me.
Okay.
Great tree.
17.
Everything kind of clicks for a second. You know who that's a statue of. That's a statue of Selu. That is the woman whose realm contains the infinite staircase.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. We've
Okay.
been there.
It looks like now that you're remembering the Iron Golem, the backside, Selune is a goddess of like two faces. There's Selune, the goddess of knowledge, and Nekros, the goddess of secrets.
Okay.
Sheet.
Well, shit, we got any of them moon fruits? Feed it to the statue. Duh. I can't imagine Ballstar's ever helpful in these puzzle moments. It's just
Slate.
gets bored real easily.
Slate could be in there.
Just like growing plants.
Just try not to touch stuff.
Ivy would look good on this wall.
Rear. Rear is possible.
Relax.
There's an S in there too. False.
Get high.
Get
Is that in
high.
there?
No.
Relax.
It's only one H.
Tight end. Rear.
Stop. Don't touch. Leave the area. Tell the dog.
Tier.
Tire. Retire.
Both kinds of tier.
chocolate starfish.
Late.
Hate.
Late night.
Late night. Ooh, really? I don't know how that helped.
I mean,
Wait, is it? There's no light in here, right?
What?
There's no light in here, right?
There's very low ambient light
Okay.
coming from the veins in the white stone.
If I dismiss the light on my shield, does anything happen?
You dismiss the light on your shield?
Yeah.
The words 13 letters on the statue begin to glow.
Hmm. I don't think that helps.
real light.
Only one L.
Are there M's in that?
No. Well, there's an N as in Nancy.
There's one N.
That's the joke. Was like M is in Nancy. What was
Nancy?
that from? I said M is in Nancy. How did you get that confused? I think it's Archer.
Stare.
Nair.
You gotta get that neutral air, bud. Fox's Nair.
Yep.
Final destination. Fox's only. No items.
Satire.
I will have you guys know I'm currently ranked in the top 4 million in Ganondorf in Smash Ultimate.
Nice.
Ooh.
Good lord.
Ganondorf is sick with that big ass sword.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
He just kills everybody, and it feels so good every time.
Crazy.
The word letters is in there.
Oh, you're right. Letters. That's 7 letters. Or, wait, 13. 13 is in there.
Yeah.
How many letters is that?
Maybe touch the 13.
Removing. Oh, wait. You don't remove
Remove the word
13
13.
letters, you remove
The word
the
13.
word 13 letters.
Nice.
So how many?
Alright, let's
There's
go about
4 E's,
removing.
so get rid of all the E's. No A's, so A's are good. Get rid of the I.
Josiah, I'm always you whenever puzzles are up. I never do the puzzle things. I always let everybody.
Yeah.
I just end up drawing whenever I'm playing D&D and a puzzle. Everybody else is a lot smarter than I am, so I just let everybody else do the work.
This is not one of my core competencies.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the exact same way.
Someone else will do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have fun to role play.
Those are the letters that you're left with.
Yeah.
There's some duplicates there.
Artgax.
Couplet it.
You sure?
Wait.
Shouldn't
Unless
the
it-
H be gone?
Unless you literally mean to remove exactly the 8 letters that make up 13.
All the letters that make up the phrase 13 letters.
That's what's in there now.
Shouldn't
No.
the G and the H be gone?
If you just remove all those letters, that's what you get.
The H should be gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have 2 A's, R, T, X, G.
That's what I got too. Oh yeah, Rexta.
Duh.
Gaxtar.
Tax rag.
That's gonna be my next halfling barbarian.
It's clearly the rag tax, right?
Gaxtar. Gaxtar, the last barbender.
Zartag.
Axgart.
You said ragtax?
Ragtags.
Didn't we find a
You guys are just
bag
making
of rags?
lieutenants for the fucking Warforged army.
There was a bag of cloth, I guess.
She got an open hand.
Artzag.
You think it's the rag tax? She makes us give her rags in our open hand?
Yeah, man. Clear as day.
I guess let's go get the bag of cloth.
We could end up fighting this thing. Maybe you guys should think a minute more.
Rags. I don't know any words that make this.
The X is tricky.
Yeah. Zargat.
Sagnuts.
You're all so good.
I know.
Gortax of the hill people.
So there's no H in there.
Ratgax.
So are there just 6 letters to work with?
Will help determine the direction you should go. I have no idea.
Gaxtar.
Tragax.
Agatrix.
Traxag.
Gaxrat.
Gartax.
Tarzag. I don't think there's a word with these letters.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
You're missing something.
Yeah. Unless we were only supposed to just take out 13?
Removing 13 letters from the scramble below shall help in the direction you shall go.
Initially, you guys said there were 4 E's. You just said take out all the E's. Then you put all the stuff in there. In the words 13 letters, how many E's are there?
4.
4.
There's 3.
There's still an
Oh.
E that we're gonna use.
Yeah, you guys are missing an E.
1, 2, 3. Oh, there's 5 E's. That's why.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Alright, that helps.
That's why I thought Gertax was so funny, because I thought it was Gertax.
Oh.
Gertax!
Gertax. Okay.
Extra.
Oh. Extra ga.
Extraga. That's a Final Fantasy spell, I think.
Right.
Right.
You have my bow and my sword and my ragtax.
This is my brother, Gertax of the Hills.
You say GERD, like gastrointestinal reflux, whatever.
Yeah.
GERD tax.
Tear
This is my
gas.
brother, Gerd. Gerd, son of Blowin,
Grax 8.
son of Fartin. Farted.
Great ga.
ETA? Grax.
Gotta get to that grass.
Greta Axe. Axe Greta. Axe Greta, what she's doing.
That's the puzzle. We just gotta axe Greta.
Axe Greta. Greta, how
So-
do we do this?
What are we working with right now? Is
We're trying to come up with a word from these 7 letters.
with the addition of an E.
Yeah.
You guys are so close.
Great Gax.
Texarg.
Extra G?
That's
Yeah, there's a G
another
in there.
It's another A though.
Extra G. Yeah. Gear tax.
G.
Do we have a gear that we can.
Oh.
Stupid X.
Great axe.
Great axe.
Like on the,
Oh yeah.
Oh
the
yeah.
weapon rack.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
There's an axe, sword, dagger, pike.
Wow.
She's got a great axe.
You guys kind of
He said
So close.
run out of the room, grab the fucking axe, throw it in her hand.
John, you weren't here for this, but we were like, just said axe Greta. And I was like, oh, that's the puzzle. We just gotta axe Greta.
We're 1 letter off from getting it.
Fuck Greta.
Oh, we just got
Adding
axe
her,
Greta.
adding her as a Warforged NPC. I have Gear Tex, Greta, what was it? Gar-Tex?
Isn't Gore-Tex like a all-purpose like nature gear?
Mhm.
Is that Gore-Tex? G-O-R?
Oh yeah.
Anyway, you put the great axe in the hand, and there is a large clunk. That's all that happens.
I go back in the room, the small room.
You go back in the small room, and it's inviting.
Damn it.
Is there anything open in the main room?
I think you can see.
Can I try and pry open her closed fist?
Well, it's not like a closed fist. It's like a hand.
Oh,
like,
she's pointing.
Where is it
there
pointing?
is there a secret door where she's pointing? I checked for
It's
secret
pointing-
door.
It's pointing to the south, where you guys came from at this point.
Damn it. Alright, I guess we go back.
Well, let's follow the line where she's pointing and see where we go.
It's pointing right into the mouth of the secret room.
So that's where we need to go.
Oh, that's where I just went.
That's also your old natural 20. You couldn't find any secret doors.
Ah! Well, we heard a clunk, though.
You did hear a clunk.
Let's go back and look for secret doors.
Yeah, sure.
I checked for secret doors again.
You did that already, and you found on the northwest and east point in this room there are
Oh.
like
That's right.
seams in the stone, but
Are there any switches in the, or anything in the... Oh. So wait, we put the axe in her open hand.
Can I just go along the whole room and touch all the walls?
there's lake padding sounds. You
Just
touch
like-
all the walls.
Bring my arm around the hole.
Yep, you do. You feel the seams that you felt initially.
I gotta poop.
He's got to take a mystery.
So is the fire still burning in the little
The
room?
fire in the secret room is still burning.
Is the fireplace like centered in the room? Like, would she be?
No, it's against a wall.
So she's not pointing directly into the fireplace.
Narc.
What if I follow the original hallway all the way back out? Am I just in the room where the cave started?
Yep. You go back where the cave started. You can see the clock it's gone down a little bit. It's not quite a quarter yet. It's like maybe at a tenth.
Okay, no new glyphs.
No, as you can see.
Does the fire look natural?
The fire is not natural. It's like a white. It's like a white flame that is not like terribly hot to touch.
I put my hand in the fire. Does it hurt?
It's warm, uncomfortable, but it doesn't hurt.
So we checked like up the chimney and behind the fireplace.
Yeah, he rolled natural 20 on secret doors. He couldn't find anything.
Does the crystal react when it gets near the fire? The orb?
Nope.
What if?
So the only thing that moved in the statue was like the ka-chunk when her arm got depressed a little?
Yep, the ka-chunk.
Does she swivel if I try and move her?
Roll a strength check.
Oh boy. 10.
Yeah, she swivels.
Whoa.
Will she go 360?
Which direction do you push her? Like, which cardinal direction do you push her first?
So what way is she pointing at right now? Or what way is it?
She's pointing south.
Pointing south. Alright, I will swivel her to the west.
There's a point where she stops for a second, and you see a wall on the west.
Oh!
Nice.
Open up.
Yay!
Well, shoot, who's to say that the other two walls won't open? Did the passageway that we came in disappear?
Nope, it's still there.
Well, I'm not going to mess with it. I say we check out the passageway.
Yeah, that's where he found the seams earlier, right?
Yep, there were seams on the north, west, and east sides of this room.
Oh boy. Should we check this one first?
Sure.
So we swiveled the statue and the wall opened up. Okay.
The statue would rotate.
Is it another dark hallway?
It is a door.
Door. I want to roll perception on the door.
Okay.
9.
9. You go up to the door. As soon as you get kind of close to it, you're looking around it. A series of letters go over the door.
But I don't understand.
You do not understand.
Malta.
Touch.
You touch the letters, and it says self.
SELF?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
South.
Well, what do you think? Should we try it or should we swivel? Maybe it would be useful to read all of the doors if there are more.
I guess.
Alright, I'm going to swing the thing up northward.
That one closes. Another one opens. There's another door. You get close. Another glyph. Also touches it, and it says mind.
Self-mind. Oh boy, so what are these different challenges probably? I guess let's read the third one. Swivel to the east.
To the east. That one closes. Another one opens. The last one says body.
Body!
Body!
Buddy!
Mind, self, body. We have the body system.
Well, I'm most comfortable with the body one.
Okay.
Sure.
I will open the door.
You double doors, you push them open. Again, is another hallway about 20 feet. It looks like 20 feet, it goes to the right. It continues on for another 15 and arcs to the left.
No alcoves or stuff?
No alcoves.
Alright, I will proceed.
Okay. You go about 15 feet and you see that there's a hallway extending south. So it's like a T intersection, right? So there's to the right, you can keep going forward. To the right, it looks like this extends about 10 feet, and there is a curtain, like just across the ceiling. There's a little bit of light that is emanating from the bottom of the curtain. The curtain is currently shut. You can't really see anything beyond it.
I've got to look behind that curtain. I will approach it and peek through the curtain.
You touch the curtain.
Yes.
Okay. You reach over and touch the curtain, and slowly peel it back. There is another room. In this room, there is a series of headless statues. Sitting in the corner of it is an altar with a small, slightly glowing white orb. But all around the altar, there's 4 statues in various dramatic poses, all missing heads.
4 total statues? Can somebody check out the orb?
The orbiter?
Oh, yeah. Wait, what's on the altar?
A white orb.
Yep, I can still check it out.
Okay. How do you check it out?
I will touch it.
You touch the orb. It seems to be made of stone or glass. It's smooth. It's slightly glowing from the inside.
Is it just the white version of the one that I have?
Seems like it.
Okay. Anything else of note on this altar? Is it just kind of a flat table when I get up to it?
Just a flat table with a little concave thing that the white orb is sitting on.
Okay. Any lettering around the room?
Roll a perception check.
18.
You can't seem to find any sort of writing around this room.
Maybe come back? Continue down the main hallway?
Okay. Oh, can I Arcana check on the statues?
Sure.
21.
You don't seem to find any sort of magical essence about any of these statues.
Alright. Can someone check for traps?
My investigation sucks.
So is mine.
I'll try. 19 investigation. I guess
19, wow. You feel around the pedestal trying to find for any sort of hidden switch or anything out of the ordinary. You didn't seem to find anything.
in the
Alright,
statues
I'm
are...
gonna swap Indiana Jones, swap the red one for the white one.
Okay. If you're going to try to do it at the same time, I'm going to have you roll a dexterity check for me.
Okay. 19.
You kind of weigh the red orb, you kind of like feel the white orb, and you roll one off at the same time you put one into the divot in it, nothing seems to happen. It seems to be about the white orb seems to be about the same weight as the red one.
Alright, then I'm just gonna pick up the red one again.
Just off the pedestal.
Yep.
You pick it up. Nothing happens.
I now have 2 balls.
I say we come back here later.
There's another passage north, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll
Hey.
back out of this room, past the curtain, and continue.
Okay. You guys all go past the curtain, go to the right. There is another 10 feet of corridor where it turns a severe left. You guys get about 5 feet, and you can see very clearly marked, not really meant to be hidden, along the white stone wall and all of like the luminescent veins of blue. There is a blue set in this hallway that covers the entirety of the hallway, like all up and down. And you can see there's just like runes all around it. There's a specific border all around it.
So the passageway just ends and there's blue?
No. Before you can get to the point where you can turn northward or to the left, there is this border around the hallway.
Oh,
So
okay.
beyond that is the turn to the left.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
Can I Arcana check to see if it's like a glyph of some sort or if there's magic there?
Yeah, sure.
18.
Pretty easy for you to identify because it doesn't look like they're trying to mask this at all. Beyond that border is a incredibly strong anti-magic field.
Oh. Okay, so we're supposed to rely on strength but not magic? Because it's... I asked to borrow a lump of coal to just toss through.
Okay.
Tim's give you one. You toss a lump of coal.
I cast light on the lump of coal.
Okay. You cast light on the lump of coal. You toss it through it. It's bright, shining. As soon as it hits beyond that border, it just completely dims and no light on it.
Yeah, my guess is that we can pass through, but we can't use any spells on the other end. What do you think?
I'm down.
Time for old Terrence to put his flips to the test.
I don't know if I would want to go in with our magic items though.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, I can cast a rope trick and stow him away in another dimension.
I think that might be wise.
Or the chest, whatever it is.
Wow, so we go in with no magic items?
They won't work anyway.
They're not going to work anyways. I'm just concerned about them permanently not working.
Yeah, alright. So I've got this thrash shard that I can't unattune from. Does that mean I can't ever put it down?
You just permanently can't unattune from it?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know that.
There has to be something. There has to be something specific that happens before he can unattune from
Oh,
the
okay.
thrash shard.
Gotcha.
This says cannot well, I wrote down cannot unattune.
Okay, so... Yeah, I don't...
Naturally, if you sit there and try to meditate, you can't get rid of thrash shard.
Alright. Well, I guess you're stuck with that one.
So attunement means I have it on me?
I think so.
No, you can still put it down.
Oh.
It doesn't mean you have to have it equipped. It just means that like you and that item are like linked.
Okay, sure, I'll stow it with the rest of the stuff then. Man, so what weapons do we have?
We've got some in the bag.
So, like, are plus weapons magical? I mean, is
Yeah.
the plus element is magic, so that would be, like, canceled out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna take off my armor and put back my regular one back on.
Okay.
So I can't take my gauntlet off.
Yeah, I think you're stuck with that one. I don't know if you'll even want to come in, Terrence.
Can you ready the time reversal watch or ring or whatever you have?
Sure.
I'm just gonna walk in past the doorway left.
Okay. You have the ring of a second. The time reversal. It was 1 second, right? Is that what it was?
It's 6 seconds.
6 seconds. So it was 1 round. You have it ready. Terrence takes a deep breath, looks at the gauntlet, takes 2 steps past the border. Terrence, you get a feeling that you haven't felt in a while, and it's not something that you've noticed. It's something that's been like gradually happening to you. But once you step past that border, you get an innate sense of like self, peace, tranquil. Something you didn't notice was buzzing in your mind this whole time. You finally kind of like feel centered as soon as you step past that little border. You didn't even realize it, but there was something buzzing at the back of your mind this whole time. While you're in this field, you can get rid of the knowledge is more important than everything else, including my friend's trait.
While I'm in this field.
Yeah.
Man, so you think armor and everything, if it's magic, we should just stash it?
I think that's smart.
Alright.
So if I look down at like the stone, it's no longer like glowing or
It's no longer glowing. And you kind of realize you're like, oh, I've been delving into some like real shitty magics. I was always like evocation and like alteration. It's not alteration, that's Skyrim. What's the kind of listen for?
Transmutation?
Transmutation, thank you. You're like, that's always been right. Why am I learning necromancy like spells? That's fucking gross. Like, that's not me.
Is it still like attached to me? Like
It's still attached.
it's like part of my arm basically at this point.
Yeah, it's like grafted in, and you kind of find yourself a little disgusted, like just how much it's like dug into your forearm. There's like weeping wounds that you've never noticed. Like while you're in this field, you were like level 1 Terrence. Like you are back to like that like mind frame.
Uh-huh.
Terrence, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Can you do fire or something? Cantrip thing? Does it work?
No. I can't do anything. But I'm okay.
I'm gonna stash all my magic items and then also walk in just with a regular old red iron greatsword.
Alright. Take a breath. Step in. You don't have any sort of revelation that Terrence does, but oh, actually, don't you have something that the gauntlets make you a lot stronger, right?
Well, I guess I stashed those.
So what's your original strength? Because those gauntlets just took your strength to 19. Originally, you were a dex-based fighter.
Yeah.
I want to say your strength was 17. I think we talked about this.
I think it was 6.
My character sheet just
Oh.
has a 1 and then a blank, so I don't even
Yeah,
know.
I think we did establish because you upped your strength once or twice, and so I think you're at 17.
17.
+3.
She's a +3.
Oh boy. I probably can't do too much either.
Right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing Alan did.
All right. Stash all your stuff and step in.
Yep.
You get a little bit of a realization stepping in. Although you're able to control it now, you can feel that curse just completely lift. You feel more attuned, more like just like yourself. That stupid fucking werewolf and that stupid fucking infinite staircase.
Bastard. Yeah. I'm ready.
Ballstar gets a weird feeling of being disconnected. Oh shit! Actually, as soon as Ballstar steps through,
Yeah, I don't see shit.
his eyes melt from his face.
Oh god.
I wouldn't have gone in with the eyes.
Okay. You take the eyes out.
I'm questioning going in at all because I can't really do
Okay.
anything. I'm just as
you-
useless as
You
Terrence.
know, as soon as you step through that, if you were to lose contact with the eyes, you would immediately sever all connection with any Zerg that you've made connections with.
Right. Oof.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, it's.
Don't do it.
Think I should sit this one out? Can't do much.
Yep.
Guard the stuff.
Sure.
Terrence, you could even sit this one out too, I think.
You think I should?
Come on, level 1 fighter.
What are you gonna do? Hit someone with your staff?
I mean, I'm wearing heavy armor and I have weapon mastery. I can fight. I just sucked at it. I mean, I'm not going to be a lot of help.
Does Terrence have any sort of apprehension of like going back through the border again and having that thing take control again?
I heard your question.
What?
Did I have like any knowledge? Like, did I feel like I lost any knowledge when that happened?
No, because you still know the things that whatever it's told you. It's just for the first time you feel like centered.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think Terrence used to be like good. And it feels good to be good. But he still wants the power. So
Sure.
Terrence is conflicted.
I think Quincy definitely notices that. Quincy, you kind of notice like the relief that Terrence seems to have on his face stepping through this, and like the
Yeah.
apprehension. It's just strange. It looks like almost another person as he stepped through the anti-magic field.
Everything okay, Terrence?
I'm just looking down at the gauntlet. It's I never quite realized how much a part of me had taken over. It's been dark, and now I see that.
What do you mean it's been dark?
I mean, look at my arm. This isn't good.
No, it's probably not. But do you feel like it helps you?
Oh, yes. Yes, it does. But it also weighs upon me.
I think I know what that's like.
Well, I don't know that I can beat this thing. I don't think it'll ever be under my service.
Maybe.
Well, this isn't the time to wonder about these things.
Yeah, we're on the clock.
Ballstar, do you have any potions? I can at least administer healing if I can't contribute much in the way of brute force.
I got a feeling this is gonna be like the Mornland, my man. I don't think potions are gonna work.
Yeah, or they're just gonna dissolve.
Here, I'll throw a regular healing potion through the threshold.
You throw a regular red healing potion through the threshold. As soon as it crosses the border, it goes from a bright, vibrant red to a complete clear.
Oh boy.
All right.
Does it work?
Toss it back.
Yeah, I pass it back out.
Whoa. Still clear.
Oof.
Glad I did that. Okay. Shall we be on our way?
I still think we need can't just have you two fighting on your own. I think Barbalina and I should at least join you.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, I didn't even think about Barbalina. As a warlock, I think she attempts to try to cross the border, but her legs are stopped by the deity that she has made a contract with. It does not want the connection to be severed at all costs. So it just fucking stops her.
Alright.
Guess it's just the three amigos.
All right.
You guys got this.
Okay.
Onward.
Alright, you guys go past the border feeling strange. It turns abruptly to the north, so it'd be to your left. The path goes for another 10 feet, and then you can see for 60 feet in it's still just a stone corridor, but after 10 feet, there's just a drop off into a pit that just goes into blackness. At 60 feet, at the very, very edge of that, you can see the pit has extended. There is a set of stairs that leads downward, but that's all. You kind of look down at the pit, and it's just like pure blackness going down.
Still got a lump of charcoal.
Drop a lump of charcoal.
You take a lump of charcoal, you let it go, and the weird thing is, it still lands in a weird, unexpected place. You sons of bitches. As it hits, it kind of alters all your perception as you kind of you see the charcoal just sitting where it would be, and you take a couple steps back and you kind of alter your perception, and you notice that it's all just a painting.
Nice. Onward.
So we just dropped it on the ground then.
Yeah.
Love that charcoal. That saves us some time.
Yep. I keep kicking the charcoal ahead of us. Make sure that there's no
Okay.
holes.
Easily. It's a little unnerving at first. You kick the charcoal ahead and ahead. It just keeps going. Eventually, you kick the charcoal and it hits the stairs that are leading down. You can see that there's a large pair of double doors. The stairs go down about 15 feet.
Yeah, I'll approach the doors. See if they'll open.
Check for traps.
Okay. Give me a marching order.
I'll try the doors.
So Alan first, who's second,
I'll go second.
and Terrence is third?
Yep.
Okay. So Quincy's checking traps in second. So what will the perception or investigation?
Yeah, I'll just do perception. 22.
Alan's charging forward. You're keeping a close eye out, just looking for traps. You see one of the steps is just like a little bit weirder and lower than about midway through the staircase. Alan, not taking any precautions. I need Alan to roll a dex check as Quincy screams out.
Alan!
What? It's poor. I'm gonna lucky and try it again. 17.
17?
Yes.
Alan, you just don't catch it in time. You try your best. You don't know what to do. You have two options. You can either step on it, or you could just fucking throw yourself over that step and tumble down the rest like 10 feet of stairs.
Oh, so it's either like take the next step or sort of leap down?
Yeah, like, I mean, you caught it in time. You didn't press the trap, but I'm giving you an option here. You can press down to that step, or you can just fucking like, oh god!
Yeah, I'll take a tumble.
Tuck and roll? Alright.
Alan takes a tumble.
14 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, man.
As Quincy screams out, no! You're just like, I have two options. I can use my weights to like click on this or just jump. You just decide to jump. Tumbling down the stairs, landing in a heap and pile at the entrance into the doors. Quincy, you've stopped and you can see that like the one of these stairs is just like clearly not the same make as the rest.
Watch your step here, Terrence.
So I just step over this one right here?
Yeah, pretty easily. You guys both managed to step out and make your way down. Big double doors, Alan prone, like
Like Family Guy, his legs backwards.
yeah. You kind of get up and like shake it off, bloody nose. Big double doors.
Check for traps. 18.
You don't seem to sense any traps on these doors.
Okay.
I will try the doors.
Me too.
Oh, I have eaten too many meatballs.
You know in Resident Evil 4 when you have to be Ashley?
Yeah.
This feels like that.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
just weak all of a
You just have
sudden.
to-
Yeah, you just gotta get through this gauntlet without dying.
Yeah, this could go real bad. All we have is like basic medicine checks. It is level 1 Terrence here.
Quincy's got experience.
Experienced what?
Like medicine checks.
Oh, yeah. What?
Sorry, I had to get some rich and buttery Chardonnay.
Bullshit.
It's Franzia, so you know it's fancy.
Well, I have some friends here.
Mmm.
I have a Cabernet Sauvignon.
That one's a lot better. This one a rep bought for the store for us to like sample so we could like sell it. And then nobody wanted to drink it because it's Franzia Chardonnay. I'll take it, I'll cook with it and drink it.
Yeah. Yeah, you could make a good, like, seafood sauce.
Yeah. It's wine. That's all I can say about it. Anyway, so you didn't see any traps on the doors. Who's gonna open the doors?
I will.
You open the doors. This kind of large room has dizzying, luminous designs on the walls. This one's much darker than the rest. But actually, you can't see to the end of it. It looks to open up about 5 feet in one direction, 10 feet in the other. And it looks like the room, from Alan's point of view, is at least 20 feet long, but it just kind of disappears in the darkness. The weird part is all of the designs of the luminous veins in the walls seem to be very purposeful here. Swirling spirals, strange triangles, like leading into other triangles. That it's all just dizzying and captivating almost. Just the sheer detail work. It seems to be carved in instead of just being like laced in light. It seems like both walls on each side, both 5 feet to one and 10 feet to the other, they've just been carved intricately. With Quincy peeking over his shoulder, he can see that the room is 35 feet long. And Quincy can just see on the very edge in the northeastern corner, there is another curtain just hanging.
We got a curtain over here.
So there's a lot of carvings on the walls, but there's no other furniture or...
No, there's nothing. Nothing except for the strange carvings, like the luminescent carvings on the walls. And 35 feet out, there is the curtain.
Okay. Let's check this area for traps.
I concur.
Terrence will do a investigation of the room.
From where you are, or do you step into the room, or what?
Just starting right at the threshold and just kind of taking every foot to check around to see what's going on.
Okay. Roll investigation if you're going to feel around, and a perception if you're going to look around.
Alright, the investigation is 26.
26. You kind of start where you are, feel around the door frame, you don't feel anything on the door, and you remember the trap on the stairs, so you're just like, well, maybe. You kind of look around the stairs, the bottom two tiers. Well, you can notice that the bottoms and tops of these stairs are particularly smooth. And as you kind of lift the bottom stair, you notice there's a little bit of give. Like maybe the trap, if it was sprung on these stairs, were to slope you and slide you into the next room.
Into the curtain?
Because, well, the curtain from where you are is 35 feet away.
Right.
So the slide from the stairs, although steep, probably wouldn't have gotten you all the way into the room.
So it would have shoved you into the middle of the room,
Well, maybe not even that.
but into, like, through the doorway.
Yeah.
Okay. So do I see it? Am I seeing any, like, pressure plates on the floor or anything that...
With the investigation, no.
I'll do a perception check.
Go for it.
21.
You kind of look around. The sides, the strange lighting and the intricate carvings on the sides, you don't seem to see anything in this like seemingly empty room.
Got a lump of charcoal.
Huh?
Got a lump of charcoal.
You motherfuckers and your goddamn lumps of charcoal ruining all my homebrew traps constantly. No, you take a lump of charcoal, you chuck it through the doorway, lands on the smooth stone floor.
All right.
I can't really see.
I guess I'll take the lead on this one.
All right.
Take a
So
step.
Quincy, Alan, Terrence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
All right. How do you proceed towards or into the room? Do you check out anything like the walls? Do you just like go forward? Tell me what you're doing.
I'm gonna feel my way along the wall.
Okay. The wall, as you get close to it, is even more intricate than you could have possibly imagined. There's ridges all along the sides where the light like grooves in, like a seashell. Like at some points, like it's you can feel different lumps. Like it's incredibly intricate.
And there's light coming from it.
In the deepest crevices, there's like a specific design that it never breaks. It's just one big line of light. It doesn't provide a lot of light. It's still super dim.
Hmm. So this is on all the walls. Are the walls like square?
What do you mean?
Like 90-degree angles.
To the ceiling and the
yeah,
wall?
yeah, and the floor.
Yeah, and the floor.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna take some steps forward.
You get about 10 feet into the room. Alan goes in the walls. What about Terrence?
I'm just lagging behind 5-10 feet, and just following.
Okay. Yeah. Quincy, you find yourself leading into the room. Alan's over on one side. You're not quite the middle yet. You're just kind of like looking around, being very cautious.
Mm-hmm.
Terrence is maybe 5 feet from the door.
Just gonna keep slowly going,
Okay.
looking around,
Slowly looking around,
being cautious.
being cautious. All of a sudden, you get to the middle of the room, and you hear a clunk. All of the lights in the walls go out. There's a clunking sound. And Quincy, you feel your feet beginning to widen.
Oh no.
Alan, all of a sudden, the walls that you're at the wall, or your feet on the floor, begins to meet the walls, and you kind of like stumble a bit as you look over, and there's a gap in the center that's beginning to widen.
We gotta go.
And Terrence will step onto the side of the curtain and then peer down in the crack.
Okay. You peer down in the crack, and you can just see bubbling, boiling green.
Okay. Through the curtain quickly.
Hop, skip, and a jump.
Okay. You kind of like reset yourself. I need you guys to roll athletics checks to see if you can just fucking chug it. Because as it starts slowly, it begins to widen much quicker.
Terrence got a 16.
Athletics. I don't really know what the modifier is anymore.
So it'll be 3 plus your. Are you proficient in athletics?
No.
Okay, so it'll just be +3.
You're not proficient in athletics, really?
Nah. It's not bubbled.
I got an 18.
Okay, Quincy's fine. He sees his feet begin to widen. He gets over to one side. What was Alan Greenspan's?
15.
15. you manage to kind of like reset yourself. You find yourself tripping because of the speed that it's going into the walls. What was Terrence's?
16.
16. Terrence gets just beyond Alan. Quincy is just far ahead. You're maybe like 10 feet from the curtain door frame, with the other people about 15 feet behind you.
Okay. Are they still running on the platform that's open?
Yeah, they're still running,
Okay.
but it started slow, and it's beginning to like speed up to a point where it's hard to move forward because you have to plant your foot to the right more as you're going to do it.
Right.
Alan is stuck in place.
Oh god. I'm taking out my rope and I'm gonna try to toss it to him.
Toss it to Alan.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, pretty easily. You can throw a rope to Alan. Alan grabs it. Terrence is ahead of Alan. This happens.
Okay.
Terrence is just trying to get into that curtain.
All right. Terrence uses his full move. Roll another athletics check just to try to keep your footing as it speeds up.
17.
17, you're fine. You make it, I would say up to the curtain at this point. You make it up to the curtain, you find solid ground. Quincy spent his action to throw a rope to Alan. It begins to go even further. It looks like maybe you have like 10 feet of clearance before the floor just disappears into the walls. What are you doing, Alan?
Am I stuck in place?
Well, you were for that last turn.
Oh, all right. Well, I've got the rope. I know a direction. I'll just chug it.
Roll another athletics check for me.
Can I be helping pulling?
If he falls, you can.
Well, that's bad. Well, lucky that. It's terrible. So the athletics check is 5.
Oh god.
Oh, man. Quincy, you're far enough away. I think Terrence grabs you and pulls you. You're still holding the rope. Alan just, like, tries. He can't get the momentum of the floor, and you just see him tumble as the floor sinks into the wall. Just sideways, just... He goes about 30 feet down into boiling green.
Oh god.
But I've got
There's
the
a
rope.
splash. Alan, you find yourself completely submerged
But
in viscous,
doesn't he have the rope?
gross. He does have the rope, but I mean, it's not enough for you to like sit there and it'll be easier for him to get out of it. But Alan, oddly enough, you son of a bitch,
Oh.
you splash into this, and it's fine. You stand up in about 7 feet of poison. It smells bad. You smell like rotten eggs. Some of your arm hairs have kind of singed off, but you're fine.
Oh man.
Alright, we'll anchor at the top and let him climb up.
Pretty easily. I'll just let you take 20 if you're just going to take time to do it.
Yeah.
Alan's hair is like all greasy and like a little bit of like burnt hair smell, but all in all, he's like completely fine.
It's just, he's Marv at the bottom of the staircase.
Yeah.
Well, shoot. How are we gonna get out the other way?
I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
We'll just make one with magic. Oh.
Alright. Yeah, go through the curtain.
All right, you open the curtain. About 10 feet up is actually a brightly lit area.
Hooray.
It is a circular room. All around this brightly lit room, through the curtain, are a series of paintings, and there are 3 statues in the very center of this, some sort of gallery. Each one of the paintings is very well lit, as well as each of the statues from both above and below.
I'm going to look at the paintings.
All right. There's a few of them. There is a map of an island you've never seen before. There's a painting of hands holding an egg. There is a kind of moody painting of a gnome sitting on a tree stump. There's a painting of a man on a horse, but his head has been scorched away, like on the painting. There is a painting of planetary bodies orbiting. And there is paintings of a finely detailed moon.
Do these statues have heads?
The statues do have heads. There's 3 statues. One of it is a man reaching up with very wild hair. This statue seems to be made of granite. It's not painted or anything. There is a unicorn that's made of a very opulescent stone, glittering in the lighting. And there's a woman covering her face. She seems to be made of a painted material.
All right. Perception, looking for any inscriptions or things to interact with.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, 11.
You don't seem to find any inscriptions, not even like dates or names of the paintings.
They're mounted to the walls.
They are mounted to the walls.
There's no other.
Paintings hung on the walls and 3 statues.
Yep. No obvious exits besides the curtained door that you guys managed to make your way through.
I checked for secret doors. 23.
Damn.
The 23, you don't seem to find any secret doors. That's investigation, right?
No, perception.
Perception. As you're kind of looking around, you don't see any sort of obvious secret doors.
Okay.
All right. I suppose we need a more detailed look. I'll do an investigation. $12.
Yeah, you can't really find anything. There's the 3 statues. There's a unicorn, a man reaching up, and a woman covering her face. There's a whole bunch of paintings. There's a map of an island, hands holding an egg, moody painting of a gnome sitting on a tree stump, finely detailed moon, a man on a horse, the head has been scorched away, and planetary bodies orbiting.
So how many paintings is that?
That is a total of
7.
6.
No other objects in the room. Nothing on the ground or anything.
No other objects.
Is the man reaching up statue, is his hand open or is he holding something? What's his posture?
His hand is open, like grasping open, with wild hair.
Does it look like his hand should be holding something?
Not particularly. It's very finely crafted, even though it's not painted. It's just made of granite. It's like all the way up. He's like grasping for something, but there's nothing obvious.
Like, could I put something in his hand?
No, it doesn't look like it'd be able to hold anything. It's like this.
Okay. Yeah.
Are all the paintings in color?
Yes.
You said the woman statue was like a painted material?
Yeah.
Is it all different colors or like a solid shade?
It's all painted colors.
Is it like a mosaic or something?
It's hard to tell. Just looking at it.
I'll give it a scratch and see if anything comes off.
Okay. You kind of scratch at it. Immediately, you kind of notice that it is glass. You scratch off a little bit of paint. It's very thinly blown glass. Covering her face.
Smash it.
So it's glass. Is it clear underneath the paint?
Yeah, it is.
I kind of.
You just keep scratching until you can see into it.
Yeah, I like that idea. But that could take a long freaking time.
Yeah, just get a little window, like a couple inches, in the head or the chest or something.
Is there a spot that's kind of flat that I wouldn't have to work around a lot of detail?
On her chest, maybe, yeah. Like,
Alright, it looks really funny, but I start scratching at her chest.
okay, you scratch at her chest. You get rid of a good bit of paint, enough to get a couple eye holes in.
Does it just look like glass underneath?
I mean, you look through, it's hollow glass. You can look at the base. It's hard to see because it's all black. I mean, it's all just paint covered. Kind of look up. It's all just black. It's all paint covered. There's no light coming in.
Terrence will scratch a light hole in the top of the head, a light hole in the back.
Okay, yes, scratch away, scratch away, scratch away. Eventually, you get to a point where, like, you can see through the chest as you're looking up. Roll a perception check.
Oh, it's terrible.
Terrence got 27.
What is
Alan-
it if I'm proficient?
Alan tries for a while, but he doesn't really see anything. Terrence decides to take a crack at it. Looks down, he doesn't see anything at the base, especially with the light that's flooding up. He looks up. He notices that there is a significant color change around the face. The face is covered by the hands, but where it's normally like pale, pretty skin, the traditional pretty, all around the face is all charred, burned. Like even the sculpting is horribly scarred, and it's all just like this, like brownish, like terribly healed pink around the face.
Huh.
I go over and inspect the painting with the guy on the horse.
All right. You touch it.
If there's anything
What do you do with
funny
it?
about it. First I'll look at it, and then if it just appears to be a painting, then I'll kind of start like touching the face of it.
It just seems to be a painting, but
Okay.
you touch it.
I'll start scratching at the face, I guess.
Kind of scratch at it. You kind of put your hand to it, and your hand just goes straight through the painting.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Here we go. I walk through.
You kind of have to like hop and jump through. You hop and like tuck and roll.
That was the horse painting?
Yeah.
With the guy with the face burning off?
Inside this room is another series of 6 statues, completely headless. All of them pointing towards an altar. And on this altar is a purple orb inset.
Is it glowing?
All of these statues seem to be recoiling in horror and pointing and facing towards the altar.
So their faces are turned towards the altar?
They have no faces, they're all headless.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. But
But they're all like turned, their bodies like are all in like romantic era like poses, like shunning, pointing, or like facing towards the altar, but there's no heads.
Okay. Like trying to block something almost?
A couple of them, yeah.
Okay.
Others are pointing. Looks like one of them is on its knees, like praising the altar.
Is there any other exits or anything to the room?
Nope.
Okay. I'm just gonna start examining the statues one by one.
Okay. One of them seems to be pointing with hands up towards the altar. Another one at the very front has on its knees, hands up towards the altar. That's one that's very close to it. Another one seems to be jumping out of the way of where the altar would be. Another one is putting one hand up, another one pointing back behind it. Another statue seems to be hands up in jubilation towards the altar.
And this altar, is that a similar like kind of table that we saw in that other room with the four headless statues?
Yeah, it's just a simple column with a wide head with a single divot where a orb would be placed.
And did you already say the orb was glowing purple?
Yep, the orb is faintly glowing purple.
Man, do you want to try and cast a spell in this room?
Try to cast light on my shield.
You light up all the whole room in bright light.
Oh wow.
The statues look a little creepy with backlight like that, but other than that, nothing else happens.
So we back.
What heals do you have on you?
Got some heals. Need some.
I have taken.
It's not like they would work.
Well, why did light work?
Oh, fuck. That's my bad.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry. The
Sorry.
light doesn't work.
Okay.
Okay. I was wondering about the glowy orb.
Yeah. So it glows without magic. Which means it's science.
Well, we've taken 2 other orbs. Should we just collect this one as well?
Can try.
Alright, Terrence is just gonna, I guess, do a check. Do an investigation check.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
20.
20. You feel along the edge of the pedestal, you don't really feel anything. Kind of look at all the statues, and then you decide to kind of slip behind the altar and feel along that wall. And just along that wall, you can feel just a little bit of a separation of stone.
Okay.
That's the wall that is behind the altar.
Yeah. I feel that this may either be trapped or there's something behind this wall.
I think we should try behind the wall before we take the orb.
Well, I think that removing the orb is what will... I don't know if we can access it without taking the orb.
Well, let's try. You wanna give me a hand pushing it?
You want to push the altar? Or push the wall?
I don't know. Try both, maybe.
Maybe we could, I mean, if we could crack it open, maybe see if it could be disarmed, or...
Yeah, I'll push on it.
So you push on the wall behind it?
Yeah, we'll try that
Is
first.
that what you're pushing on?
We'll try that first.
Roll a strength check.
Natural 1.
Oh boy. Don't. I'm sorry. Alan, don't bother. As you're trying to just push on the wall behind it, with the natural 1, I think Quincy tries to situate himself and he knocks the pedestal a little bit. The orb you can feel go. All of a sudden you hear a. And I need both of you guys to roll dex saving throws.
Oh boy. Oh,
Oh, that is a crit.
19.
Okay, both of you managed to make it. Fortunately, I think Alan just grabs Quincy and just like forces his head down as that separation in the wall erupts all of a sudden with a very slender porcelain disc that is spinning at a very, very high RPM directly at neck level. One would pick up that orb. There's just this.
Had a feeling.
All right.
Should we?
So Terrence will stay down below that level and take the orb, and then back away.
Okay. It doesn't look like trap resets, but you take the orb just below this like porcelain disc that's still spinning. You can see the edges are just like sharpened to a razor point.
Does the orb like have a stopping point?
The orb's not spinning; it's the disc.
Yeah,
above
the
it.
disc.
Yeah. It looks like eventually it might, but it's just like oiled very, very well.
Gotcha.
Terrence reaches up underneath the porcelain disc and grabs the purple orb.
Okay, well that was a good instinct to check that. Just out of curiosity, I wonder what I would roll for a dex check there. It would have been fine.
Okay. I think, I imagine Terrence was farther back because he didn't say he was doing anything.
Okay.
Well, now how the hell do we get out?
Well, I suppose there are other paintings we could investigate.
Yeah, I guess this is the only one we touched, right?
Yep.
And the glass statue clued us in to touch the burned face picture.
Right. I'm kind of nervous about touching others.
Right.
Might be trapped.
So what were the other two statues? There's the guy reaching.
A unicorn?
It was made of granite, and there was an opalescent unicorn.
Unicorn. Okay, and then what were the other paintings in the main room there?
The other paintings were a map of an island that you've never seen before, a moody painting of a gnome sitting on a log, hands holding an egg, planetary bodies orbiting each other, and a finely detailed moon.
Alright, I think we checked the statues closer.
You've already rolled with the statues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever information that you have gotten, you've already gotten because you rolled on them.
Alright, so Bernie went with burning.
The only other correlation I can possibly see is the guy whose hand is outstretched and the eggs, or the hand's holding the egg.
Or he's reaching up to maybe celestial bodies.
Maybe.
Or a moon. Those are also related.
A unicorn?
Seems a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, unicorn. Wait, so it's a gnome holding an egg?
There's a
No.
moody painting of a gnome sitting on a tree stump, and a painting of two hands holding an egg.
Oh, those are two different paintings.
Yeah.
Hands holding an egg. These don't seem related to the statues.
Maybe
Granite and opalescent
yeah,
stone
I think it has more to do with that.
material.
Yeah. Maybe granite and the moon? Or opalescent in
The
the moon?
moon is made of cheese.
So opalescent moon.
Or opalescent in the cosmos? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, the other one was glass. Glass had nothing to do with a burned guy on a horse.
Well,
Yeah, that's true.
And the glass was covered in paint. And we looked underneath the paint.
Yeah.
but she was hiding her face, I guess. I don't know. It had to do with the face of the other dude.
What was the painting that we actually went through?
The guy with the on the horse with the burned face.
Oh yeah. What does the egg look like?
Hey, why don't we just throw some charcoal at these paintings?
Yeah. What does the egg look like?
An egg. It looks like a chicken egg. Like it's about the size of their palm.
Okay, so a small egg. Alright, throw some charcoal.
You chuck charcoal at all the paintings. Nothing seems to happen.
So it just smacks off of them.
Yeah.
So we've got the red stone from the mouth. We got a white stone from a statue room. And we got a purple stone from another statue room.
I think they all came from statue rooms. There was a curtain that we went through real early.
That was the white stone.
Yeah.
Alright, can I just go back the way we came, see if the floor is back, or if
Yeah,
it's
sure.
still...
You go back and you peek over the curtain. There's about 35 feet of just boiling ass, like, or poison. And then 20
Boiling
feet above
ass.
that, there is the doors that you guys opened into this chamber.
So, yeah, I think there's more to find in here.
So, that slit from the altar, that was just where the thing came out? The spinning blade?
Yeah, it was just a small little gap where the ceramic disc came out spinning, about neck level.
We might as well try placing the other two orbs on the altar.
Okay, fine.
I gotta call it, y'all.
Yeah.
Good night.
Sure.
Oh,
I will say that Barbalina and Ballstar have not been sitting there in complete stillness. Something happens there too.
right.
We'll get to that next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so what happens if I place the white stone on that altar with where the purple one was?
Place the white stone where the purple one was. Nothing seems to happen.
Okay, try the red one, I guess.
What? You try the red one?
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Alright, I take it back.
All three?
There's only one divot.
Alright. Go around the room touching all the walls.
Touch on the walls. Roll an investigation check.
Oh, wow. 19.
Nothing seems to happen. You don't find anything.
Have we examined or have we investigated all the paintings?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we looked at them.
Yeah. Alright, I'll try to do a detailed investigation around the paintings.
Which painting are you investigating?
Just take them in order, I guess.
Okay. There's a map of an island you've never seen. There's a hands holding an egg. Moody painting of a gnome sitting on a stump. Planetary bodies that are orbiting, and a finely detailed moon.
I'll start with the moon and work backwards. So that's a 18 roll for investigation.
Touch through the painting. Although it's very finely crafted, nothing seems to be amiss.
It's is it firmly planted on the wall or can it be taken down?
It can be taken down.
And there's just a wall behind it?
Just a wall behind it.
Okay. And there's no writing anywhere?
Nothing you can see.
Okay. Then I'll go backwards to the next one.
Let me save you some time. All of the paintings are mundane.
And the statues were as well.
Seems that way.
Opalescent unicorn?
Maybe smash the glass one?
I mean, are we just going to have a pile of broken glass?
I guess.
I don't want to smash it.
I'm just trying to think of an alternative to trying to scale that room full of boiling poison.
No, I don't think we should do that. I think we're missing something. I sit on the unicorn.
You sit on the unicorn?
Yeah.
Roll an investigation check.
18.
The unicorn, although finely crafted, seems to be very porous. As soon as you stand on the unicorn, or you begin to sit on the unicorn, you hear like a crunching sound, and it looks like the back legs have just completely sloughed off of the hooves and just falls to the ground, pretty much almost immediately powderizing.
Oh, I've ruined it.
It's strange. It looked like it was stone, but it obviously wasn't stone. It was made of something else.
It's like the surface of the moon.
Ah. Perhaps.
Or a treasure map to a big chest of cocaine.
Is there anything in that pile of powder?
You can roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Yeah, let's feel up the rest of it.
I rolled a 18.
You don't find anything in the powder, although you do realize that the unicorn itself turns to powder very easily.
Yeah, I think we
Sifting
should.
through it, you just like if you just like the smallest amount of pressure will grind this stuff to like chalk dust.
I think we should pulverize it. Pat him down.
All right, you pulverize the unicorn. You don't find anything inside the sculpture itself. You're just kind of you're left with a large mound of opalescent dust.
I tossed a handful of opalescent dust at the moon.
Poof! Nothing happens.
Oh. Let me grab a big old handful of that dust and toss it into the poison.
Okay. You take a big old handful of dust, kind of leaking out. You make your way through the curtain, and you dust settles. As soon as it hits the poison, you can hear a little bit of bubbling. The green turns to black, and the black turns to clear in a certain radius. But very quickly, the green overtakes it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Why were you thinking to throw it in the poison?
To make our way back without getting poisoned.
Yeah, but why would powder from a chalk statue clear poison?
I'm an alchemist. Don't ask these questions.
How is the base underneath where the statue was?
It looks like it was just like a simple stone stage.
I say we investigate this last statue, and if nothing's goofy about it, then we just take the whole truckload of powder and toss it in so we can try and make it back up to the other side of this cavern.
Yeah, it seems like there'd be something interesting about the last statue.
I'll go ahead and roll investigation on the last statue.
Okay.
A 10.
You don't seem to find anything on that statue.
So one of his hands is up in the air?
Yeah.
Should we put an orb on on his hands?
It's not like a grasping. It's like a. It's not something that can really hold an orb. It looks like.
But I don't see anything funny. Anyone else want to check it out? Oh, Quincy, I don't know if you. I threw some of the unicorn dust into the poison, and it seemed to alter the chemistry briefly, but just the handful that I threw in wasn't enough to neutralize the whole pool.
Huh.
So that we might have to just swim back through it or make our way through it, but the dust seems to do something.
A man
Anyway,
with wild hair and one hand reaching up.
should we try to shift the statue like we did with the goddess?
Wait, I think. I don't know, because the guy in the horse painting had wild hair, didn't he?
No, I mean he had hair.
Oh.
It wasn't like flowing like this guy. This guy's just like down to his like waist. It's like wild flowing
Okay.
hair.
Gotcha.
I want to go back into the altar room and just check the 6 statues if they're powder like the unicorn.
It doesn't seem like these are much more solid. These are made of solid stone.
I'm just gonna try moving the granite statue.
He's real heavy.
Yeah.
You try like lifting him or like
Just kind
turning him a direction.
Just kind of tipping him up on like one of his bottom edges and just kind of rolling it to the side or something.
You kind of tip him on one of his bottom edges. I mean, it just seems he's not glued to the pedestal. He just kind of moves like you'd expect.
Granite. Alright, let's break the glass.
Yeah.
I think we smash all of them. You know, Quincy, you're a stone worker. You can just chip, or you can see if you can find a crack or a stress point in this granite and see if it'll crack down.
Take out my warhammer and I just smash the glass.
All right. Just shatters in one fell swoop. Glass spreads everywhere. Are you doing anything with the granite one?
Sure.
Shatter him too?
Yeah.
It's gonna take him more than one hit, but you can kind of break the granite one apart. You are left with 3 empty stages where 3 beautiful statues once stood.
Alright, I'll take shards or a handful of dust and shards from the granite one and throw it into the poison pool.
Yeah, let's like get out a burlap sack or something and just take all that dust.
Quincy, roll a perception check.
15.
As soon as you shatter the glass one, you notice that there is an inscription on the base where her feet were.
There we go.
Oh. Alright. Can I read it?
You look down. What languages do you speak?
Common and Dwarvish.
Just Dwarvish?
Yep.
You have no idea what it says.
Terrence, I can't read this.
I don't think I can read it either. I can read Goblin, Draconic, Elvish.
You have no idea what it says.
Do not break glass.
Terrence is gonna write it down.
Okay. You take the empty book from the place and you sketch it out and write it down.
Nice.
The granite one, you look, has no such inscription.
Alright, does anything happen when I throw it into the poison pool?
The granite,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
The dust, you know.
Oh. I don't know what.
Didn't you say earlier you were going to throw some dust, some of the opal dust?
No, the granite.
Oh, okay.
Man, the unicorn made it seem like there's something which seems to be rock, but isn't. We've pretty much felt around everywhere, haven't we?
Yeah.
I guess I can try throwing a little more of that dust at some of the other paintings.
Poof, poof, poof. Nothing happens.
Man.
It might have, that inscription might have something to do with the room that we already found.
There's no reset switches anywhere.
What that you see.
Can the bases be shifted? Can we push the bases off where they're sitting?
Nope.
Alright, well, we got the orbs, so maybe we dump all this dust into the green goo and try and get back.
We go back in the other room with all the statues and try to move those around or something.
If we could, I guess.
Well, he's talking about taking the dust from the unicorn and dumping it with the acid to neutralize the acid.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Or not the acid, the poison.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
only temporary, right?
Well, it might not have been enough to shift the whole pool.
It's also
We might
what,
need more
35
fire.
feet down?
What?
It's also what, 35 feet down?
30,
Yeah.
30 feet down, yeah.
But it's like if you have a pool of vinegar and you drop like a few motes of baking soda, it's just not enough.
How are we gonna get back up on the other side?
Well, I just figure it's a lot less risky, and you can kind of figure it out if you've got a pool of water instead of a pool of poison.
Yeah, but it could only be temporary, and if we burn all of our stuff at once, and then I don't know.
Well, maybe not. That's what I'm saying. Like it might have just been it might have been a stoichiometric issue, if you know what I mean. There's not enough powder to neutralize that whole pool.
I mean, I can kind of just walk through the pool.
Yeah. Hey, you could like take a rope, walk to the other side, try and climb up.
Yeah.
But then we still don't want to fall in if we're trying to make our way across the rope.
Well, are we thinking we want to go back?
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else to do in here. Can I do a perception check on the poison room, and just to see if there would be any way to get, if Alan was to swim over to where the entrance door was, to climb up?
It looks like the murals, with all of like the intricate like spirals and everything, they extend all the way down to the pit. So there's an intricate carvings on each one of the walls. With enough expertise, one would be able to scale the walls. Yes.
Okay. So we can at least have Alan try and... If the dust won't neutralize all the poison, then at least Alan can try and set up a rope to scale.
Yeah. Although to what, you don't really know. There's not really a lot to tie the rope to.
Yeah. So right now we're above the pit, yeah?
Yeah.
So we would have to let you down with the rope, and then you'd have to swim over, and then try and climb up the other side.
Well, alright, are we thinking head back?
I'm just gonna go back into the room with all the 7 statues and whatever with the altar.
Okay.
And just try to start moving around some of the regular statues.
I'm gonna save some time.
Alright.
They're all just regular statues.
Alright, cool.
You guys haven't missed anything.
Okay.
Back.
Alright. Should we gather up all the unicorn dust?
Let's let him try to establish a rope first, and then we can see if that works. Because
We could
at least
drag.
we can try and buy us some time while we're
There's nothing left for you guys to fixate a rope in this room, too.
Well, yeah.
That
Well,
was the base.
I guess, yeah, the base of the statues. That could work.
we could
We
drag.
couldn't move them, so I'm assuming it's a good anchor.
Yeah, you could do that. You tie one of the rope to one of the bases, and Alan jumps into the pit of poison?
That'll lower him down easy.
Okay. You wade in. Smells weird. You can swim through the 7 feet. You get to the other side where the doorway and the stairway was. Roll an athletics check.
10.
You're fine, actually. 10. You find the intricate parts of the mosaic that's been carved even far down here. Pretty easy to climb. Just make your way up to that. Still have the rope across the 35-foot room.
Okay, so...
As you're looking around to the staircase, there's really nothing for you to fixate the rope on.
Right.
What about the door itself?
Like,
Did the door, the double doors that led into this room, did they like retract into the walls, or are they hanging, swinging open?
They're double hinged, swinging open, yeah, into the room.
Or couldn't you try and just fix the rope like down the crack of the where the hinge is?
And then outside those doors were the stairs that almost sloped.
Yeah, the trap stairs that turn into a slidey ramp.
Shoot. What kind of handles are there to these doors that open inward?
They didn't open, they didn't pull open, they pushed open. So it's just a push.
Ah. Okay, so no real handles or rings.
Like Terrence had said, there's still the hinges that affix it to the door that are currently cracked open. With that, you could probably find a way to get into the crack and like tie around the hinge that's affixated to like the wall. If you trust the hinge.
Right. Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna still. So once I wedge the rope, I'm still gonna hang on to the rope, I
Sure.
suppose.
So you tie it and still hang on to it. So there is a attached to one side, about 45 feet away, to a statue looped around. There is a 35-foot pit, pure acid, 30 feet down. If Quincy and Terrence are going to try to scale it, now's the time.
God.
Alright, I say we. Alright, here's what Terrence is gonna do. He's gonna just take some fabric and make 2 bags that contain as much of this opalescent powder as possible.
Uh-huh.
Tie it around a belt, like a chalk bag for a climber on your like back of your belt. And then
For both you and Quincy?
yeah, and then the plan is when you start climbing, you just take your dagger and you just shiv the bag so that it just slowly pours out as you're climbing the rope. Like a sand.
Yeah, I gotcha. So it's like constantly leaking?
Yes, it's just pouring out as you're scaling the rope. And then if there's any extra powder that's not going to fit in these bags, just toss it all in before we start climbing.
Okay. There's more than enough than just the 2 bags. It was a large unicorn statue.
Okay.
You just toss it in before you start climbing?
Start piling and just pounds and pounds of it, just dumping it in the acid.
Okay. You dump it in from the starting point. It turns from a green to a black and then clear for a moment. It looks like there's a radius around the front where it's not poison anymore. Who's up first to climb the rope to the other side?
I'll go. I guess Terrence will go.
All right, Terrence. Roll a athletics check with a disadvantage because you're wearing half plate, right?
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, well, that's a 10. That's a 10. Well, I don't know if that's enough.
10's not enough. You go a little bit and you slip the bag
You get about halfway, and you just like tremble and fall, sploosh into the poison. However, with the clever contraption, you find yourself splooshing in all of the acid, or the poison begins to go to a black to a clear, at least for now. Ahead of you, you still have about 15 feet of poison, but it looks like from the trail from where you are back is at least clear. Let's go with Quincy.
Yeah, as soon as he falls, I'm going. Yeah, it's also 10.
Oh. You get worried that maybe that path on the way back maybe is going to re-poison, but it's fine because Quincy gets to the same point as Jared did and falls. You're about 15 feet of poison. You can climb, or you can go all the way back and try the rope again.
Well, I'm assuming that the bag didn't get completely soaked through, so I'm going to retrieve it from my waist and bring it up.
No, both bags got completely soaked through.
Okay, well then I'm going to go back and climb up.
Yeah.
What about... Yeah, you guys about doing it?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's definitely a line along the first half of the rope that has begun to dissolve from poison to, like, clear. You're not sure how long it's going to last, but you're more than welcome to try again.
And I'm just going to hustle.
Roll with athletics.
13.
13's actually enough. You get halfway and hold your breath, and then you get to the door.
Nice.
Quincy?
No.
What's the total?
8.
Well,
I rolled
you
a
get
2.
farther than the last time. The bad thing is that you fall into the poison.
Good thing I'm a dwarf.
Oh, yeah. It's not like a saving throw. I'll
Okay.
just have you like have resistance to this.
Yeah, I do have resistance to poison.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So it's 36, so 16 poison. You're now closer to the wall than it would be to trek your way back and climb the rope.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just.
You just want to wade through the poison just melting.
Yeah.
Roll an athletics check, try to get the wall.
Alright. 11.
Oh, that's actually enough.
Oh, wow.
It was a 10 to get up the wall. It was a 13 to cross. It was a 10 to get up the wall.
Wow.
Man.
You guys all end up on the opposite side of the staircase. Skipping the trap on the way up, I assume.
Yeah.
You guys make your way back, and you find yourselves on the other side of the anti-magic platform. However, the scene that you left is different to the scene you came back to. And that's probably a good place to end for tonight.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Right.
Get rid of the magic, shit just goes down the drain.
I know.
Well, I think we rolled good when we needed it there. That was,
Yeah.
took a couple of little spells, but that's not too bad.
Woof. Woof. So this dungeon that I made is 1/2 completely random because I wanted to keep the weird random aspect,
Mm-hmm.
and then 1/2 completely homebrew. So
Nice.
this one's going to be more of a funhouse dungeon and everything else, but I
Nice.
still hope it makes sense in the end. There's a really cool website called Donjon where you can completely randomize
Yeah.
like dungeon dressings and like any room or anything, or even objects in a room.
Oh, cool.
It's gonna be stupid and weird. I'm super excited.
Nice.
I'm having a good time. This is
Yeah,
fun.
it is a fun dungeon.
Old school. It's like White Plume Mountain old school.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll see you next week.
All right, thanks, John.
Later.
Good night.
Good night.